Okay, so what I want to do is show you guys how to manipulate questions like the one on our test about the melting point and boiling point. So here's what I want you guys to understand. That a substance goes from a solid to a liquid to a gas when the temperature increases, okay? And when the temperature decreases, it goes from a gas to a liquid to a solid. Now, in between a solid and a liquid, we have the melting point, okay? So the melting point is the point at which a solid becomes a liquid. And then we also have the boiling point. And I'm just going to put MP and BP, okay? And the boiling point is the point at which a liquid becomes a gas, okay? So what I'd like you guys to do is to be able to understand how to compare two substances, okay? Like the one where it says water is a liquid at room temperature, but calcium chloride is a solid at room temperature. So here's what I want you guys to do. All you have to do is make two models using the same, exact same thing, boiling point and melting point, okay? Because every substance has a melting point at which it moves from a solid to a liquid, and it also has a boiling point at which it moves from a liquid to a gas. Now, when you're comparing two substances, what you have to do is line up the state or the phase of the matter to see how you can compare the two. So, for example, if I say calcium chloride is a liquid or a solid at room temperature, I'm just going to put RT, okay? Calcium chloride is a solid at room temperature. Okay, so let's take a look. If calcium chloride is a solid at room temperature, okay, let's take the water one and compare the calcium chloride one. So that means when water is a liquid, calcium chloride is a solid. So what can you tell me about that? Well, what you can tell me is that the melting point of calcium chloride is higher than the melting point of water. And that's what you need to be able to do, okay? Let's say I say substance S is a gas at room temperature. So let's move it down. Okay? So what can you tell me about this substance? Well, the boiling point of this substance is much lower than the boiling point of water. Okay? So all you got to do is be able to slide this up and down. Okay? Now, what I want you to be able to do when you take a test is just write it down. Okay? So when you write down a test and you say, okay, so here's a solid, a liquid, and a gas, you don't even have to put boiling or melting point. And it says substance X is a solid at room temperature. So move this one over. And so that means that if this is a solid, when this is a liquid, the melting point of this substance, because this is the melting point, is higher than the melting point of this substance.